Alright. It has now effectively been 2 days since the game's been out. 3 if you've been playing on, like, the pre-release. But we're here, we're back. A lot's changed in a few days. My collection is level 9 for the first set. I have about 4 decks built, roughly. 3 are in a pretty good playable state, being my Amulet Haven deck, which I'm probably most known for. And I've had a lot of success with Spell Boost as well, getting through the ranks at the early rank. We're up to Beginner 2, and we've gone up to Topaz Matchmaking Group, whatever that is. They did separate the matchmaking groups, but mostly we're here for the story. So, addressing some things from the last episode. So, it looks like I'm going to have to skip the cutscene for the opening if I ever decide to play it a third time for some reason, because it has copyrighted music on it, because Sony apparently owns the rights to the distribution of that song for some reason. Oh well. I could have tried to edit around it if I had known ahead of time, but for the time being, I might re-upload that episode again in the future with some cuts around it, but for the time being I talk over a large chunk of it, so I decided to just mute the music. And that's going to be what it's going to be like for the near future. Lastly, before we begin, one more plug. We're going to plug the Discord, as we always do. If you're watching this on Twitch, you're already watching this on Twitch, so we don't need to plug the Twitch. But for you're watching this on YouTube, the Twitch is how you can interact with me live. Generally, I would recommend you keep spoilers to a minimum if you do that, though. Anywho. Also, I guess the fourth deck I built was the Portalcraft one, because I opened 3 Ramias in packs. Speaking of packs, I think we're getting kind of close. No, we're not. Because it's $250 to get to a lucky chest. And we've opened a lot, I guess. Yeah, we've opened 71 of these chests. And for the time being, we've been getting pretty lucky. Nothing good. Nothing new, even, I don't think. Oh. There was something new, I guess, because the collection went up. Alright, enough stalling. We're gonna go into the one little thing that gives me an explanation point. It's time for Dreizhehn's story. Ooh, and it looks like this one, unlike the last one, has chapters. Yeah. This one only has the one chapter, the Feast of Wolves. And I guess this icon means that there's a cutscene. There's no icon on this one. Okay. They really have improved the story navigation, though. Enable voice? Sure. Alrighty, let's jump into this story. Is she from Iolon? Are we gonna get the confirmation?
I have visual on target.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
So, that's the spire.
The spire.
Affirmative. My sensors have picked up the MID of the twins.
The twins?
There is no doubt about it. That structure in the distance is our objective. The spire.
Right.
The family that destroyed the world is the name of this book, right?
Furthermore, a host of drones patrols the area. Combat is highly probable.
Expand your search parameters. We'll find a way around them.
In the event of combat, firing antimatter charges from this altitude would neutralize 74% of the drones.
70? That's pretty good.
However, the effect it may have on the twins is unpredictable. Do you wish to proceed?
No.
Ever the pacifist.
A rational choice. Should the twins sustain no significant damage, it would be a waste of ammo.
Wait, you have ammo?
That's not... I don't want any more destruction than is necessary.
I can respect that.
You're my weapon, Sixo. Don't forget that.
Oh, she's talking to the gun. I just assumed it was like an AI assistant, like a Jarvis type thing. But no, the gun has its own AI.
Affirmative. I am your weapon, and as such, endeavor to offer my assistance as per your orders.
So, there's rumors, I don't know if it was confirmed or not, that every other set is going to be a story-themed set. So, is Weapon 60 going to get a card? Or, like, is Dreizehn going to be a card that gives you a copy of Weapon 60?
Allow me to suggest some alternatives. Option 1. Utilize the cargo elevator 2 hours from your current position.
No. We jump.
We jump?
Sorry, I couldn't pick up what you said.
We jump down from here. It's the shortest route to the spire.
Good luck with that.
Time isn't on our side. We can't stumble now. Not when we're this close.
Why is there a time limit?
Much time has already elapsed since the doctor issued his orders. A difference of a couple hours will not have an outsized effect on...
6-0, this is an order. Calculate the drop time.
Orders received. Result, 6.4 seconds.
Okay, so the weight of an average human body falling for 6.4 seconds to hit the ground means we're like, what? 7 stories high, roughly?
Got it.
You will sustain damage from the fall. Shall I activate combat assistance?
Does that help you prevent fall? Does that Does that reduce fall damage in any way?
No need.
No
I'll be
need.
fine. I'm made of tough stuff.
But if the AI is saying that you're going to get damaged, then that means that the ground is tougher than you are.
Right. The doctor created this body of mine.
Who is the doctor? Please, please, Belphomet.
So it'll take more than a short fall to injure me.
That being said, the Belphomet's things had like a naming scheme that was like mono, tetra, and whatnot. It seemed to be like Latin based, but Dreizehn here seems to be German based, so this might not be Ialon.
Just as gears are built to spin, and screws are built to tighten. I was surely created for a purpose.
Clunk.
Not a scratch.
Affirmative. In hindsight, you made the correct decision.
In hindsight.
It appears that the drones did not anticipate a drop entry from high altitude. The majority of them have yet to catch on.
Ooh, those are pretty cool looking droids.
As things stand, you need only dispatch the 2 drones patrolling the immediate area.
Easy.
MID not found. Unauthorized entry confirmed. Violation of divine decree warrants immediate use of force.
Wow, whoever's in charge here is a dirtbag.
Activating combat assist.
Rejected. Engaging the enemy.
No assistance needed. What does combat assistance do then? She keeps avoiding turning it on.
Target lost. Searching. Searching. Target
She was a... Gamers don't look up.
Combat systems fully operational.
Oh, that's funny.
I've got this.
Intruder detected. Switching to wide area suppression.
Wide area. That doesn't sound good.
Too slow.
Ooh, there we
Verifying
go.
velocity.
There's a thumbnail shot. Give me them CGs.
Determining angle.
Determining angle.
Cross-checking aim.
Wow, that's a lot of steps to fire a gun.
There, all calculated. I've predicted the trajectory of your shots. I know exactly where
The lip
and
flaps
how to
even
dodge
move.
them. To date,
Oh,
I've
you're
run into
predicting
your
their shots,
exact
not
model
yours.
18 times. And I've yet to suffer damage even once.
Critical damage sustained.
Targets neutralized.
Transmitting combat log to Neo.
Combat assist activated.
Hey!
Shutting down.
Why?
They were about to call for backup or submit data.
I'm afraid I do not understand the intent of your question.
Why did you hijack into my body to destroy those drones?
Uh-oh.
I hope you have a good reason.
So that's why she's trying to avoid combat assistance. It's literally bypassing and taking control of her body.
Because I don't recall granting you that permission, 6-0.
Negative. My orders are to assist you, which may, at times, include activating combat assist. You have already consented to this.
Wow. Man, Gun's got a weird prerogative there. Let's just take a screen cap of this super close-up of the gun. For some reason.
In fact, I would like to ask, why did you not destroy them?
Because I didn't need to? They were too broken to fight anymore.
That is a good point, but they were still able to transmit the combat data, which is bad.
Look, I'm not trying to kill every living thing we come across, okay?
Oh, that's sweet. I'm glad that you consider them to be living things. Because I consider AI to be living things.
Negative. Machines are not living beings.
Says you.
Machines are objects programmed to follow orders. Should one deem you hostile, it will not stop until destroyed.
So if you're Weapon 60, is this Weapon 61 or Weapon 59?
Or until we stop whoever's giving it orders.
That would require reaching the spire first. However, reaching the tower is impossible without dealing with the drones first. Your logic is flawed. Neglecting to destroy them only lowers the probability of accomplishing your mission.
Wow. Leave it to AI to speak in such cruel and precise terms.
Nowhere in his message did
Only
the doctor say
Jedi
to
and
destroy
AI,
drones.
only
Find the
Sith and
twins
AI
and
deal
stop
in
them.
absolutes.
That's our mission.
Affirmative. However, nowhere in his message did he instruct you to not destroy drones.
Oh, come on, you can't pull that nonsense.
You must be careful, miss. The closer you draw to your target, the greater the risk generated by each of your actions. Without careful strategizing, combat with the twins will prove unsuccessful.
I wonder who the twins are. I know that there were twin keepers that were mentioned in one of the card sets in OG Shadowverse. I wonder if this is it.
There won't be combat. I'm going to talk to them. That's all.
I just want to talk to him. Just want to talk to him.
This is an order. Help me talk some sense into the twins.
Orders received. I shall assist your dialogue in any way I can.
Good. Now, let's find Neo.
Ooh, who's this?
An intruder? Come
Oh.
on.
This is the character that's on the battle pass as an alternate leader for Abysscraft.
Why me? Why not Fira? What could anyone possibly want with me?
You must be Neo.
Wow, already here. My tracking systems couldn't keep up with you. Impressive. Speed won't do you much good, though. I'm Neo, the Eternal.
Neo the Eternal.
I'm Dreizehn. Your sister.
Okay.
Our creator, the Doctor, ordered me to find you. And stop you.
So are you one of the twins? Opening a dialogue. Alrighty, Chapter 2, Unit, Dreizehn. So now we're getting some insight into some of the playable...
All right.
Oh,
That should do it.
this must be the Doctor.
Someone was speaking to me.
Just a little longer now. Once that body of yours stabilizes...
I reached out to the fading visage, as if to say, wait, don't go. I was... It's cold.
It's starting to sound like you were once human to me.
Where am I? Who am I?
That's never a good sign when you wake up in the morning.
Questions. I had so many questions, and yet no answers.
Darn, because it's a shame, because that's exactly what I want, is answers.
Only the faint sound of that voice remained. Fleeting, like echoes of a dream. I had nothing. No purpose, no meaning to my actions. I simply wandered. Lost.
Unknown entity detected.
My first encounter was a far cry from a warm welcome. A drone in the form of a steel beast. The beast fixed its cold, metallic gaze on me. The hum of its motors a low growl.
Scanning.
Who are you? I desperately longed to hear an answer. Anything. But the beast responded by thrusting its gun barrel in my direction.
MID not found.
MID? What's that?
What is an MID?
Immediate use of force is authorized by divine decree.
Why is it immediate use of force? Present identification. What are we, in RoboCop?
Please. Please, somebody, anybody, just tell me what's going on.
Neutralizing target.
Neutralizing.
A gunshot split the air. My vision flashed white. And then... Huh? My body just moved all of a sudden.
That
As if it
damn
had a mind of
assistance
its own.
mode. Combat assistance.
My sensors indicated you were in grave danger. Accordingly, I activated Combat Assist.
A voice jolted me out of my stupor. It came from close by. So close, I could almost feel it.
It's like the voice is coming from something I'm holding in my hand right now.
Who are you? Where are you?
I'm also surprised that she didn't name it.
I am Weapon 060. I am in your hands.
My... Huh?
Oh, that's what those things are called. Hands. I had no clue.
It was only then that I noticed the heat on my palms. Faint, but enough to drive away the cold. So... warm.
Affirmative. My systems require time to cool down after engaging Combat Assist.
I took a closer look at the talking weapons in my hands. Your systems? What are you?
An AI? A weapon? A tool?
I am your personal combat assistant. The sound of your voice activated me.
Well, that's one way to identify yourself.
Are you hurt, Unit Dreizehn?
Unit Dreizehn.
Dreizehn.
Dreizehn. Dreizehn. Dreizehn.
Is that... my name?
Affirmative. Dreizehn is your personal machine identifier.
Ah! So, machine identifier. MID. PMID.
Your serial number is P13.
Oh boy.
118451225205001. Your queries demonstrate a distinct lack of common knowledge. It appears there was an issue with your training data.
That doesn't sound good.
I will respond to your first request. You were attacked by one of the many drones patrolling the area. That particular unit was...
Hold on. I still have no idea what...
Hold on. Is that an order?
An order? What? No?
Understood. Then I shall continue. Perhaps the doctor's message will clarify things.
Ooh, that'll
He's left
help.
orders for you, Unit Dreizehn.
I'm sorry?
Projector online.
Projector.
Initiating playback.
The gun has a projector?
Test. This thing work? Oh, looks like we're good.
The man in the hologram. He was the one who spoke to me in my dream. He was the doctor.
Affirmative. He is our creator.
Hey, Dreizehn.
I love this piano motif.
You, doing alright? What am I saying? Of course you're not. I'm sorry. If you're watching this, it means I failed.
Oh, he's dead.
This recording is to be shown to you in the event of scenario number 91, the worst case scenario.
Oh wow, you only
I
thought of
should probably
91
define
scenarios?
Exactly what that means. If there ever comes a time when you call out for help, but no one's there to answer, it means that... Oh, damn, just say it! The world's been taken over by my creations.
That's not good.
What?
I've spent my entire career chasing after a single dream. Happiness for all mankind, made into a reality by machines. When given a fixed objective to pursue, machines can far outperform us humans. So I thought, why not give them the ultimate task?
What task did you give them?
That's how Fira and Neo came to be. They're hard at work making my dream come true. I know they can do it. But something's wrong. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something is very, very wrong.
They went mad with power?
I hope it's just my imagination, but if you're watching this, and you're just as confused as I am right now, you've got two options. One, get out. Forget about all of this and run as far away from here as your legs will carry you.
That's an option. Okay. What's option 2?
Or two, stop the twin androids, your brothers, and put a halt to their tyranny. I want you to wake them up, make them see reason. Because if this video is playing, it means I failed to do so. Now, a certain device is sealed away at the very top of this tower. A core that powers not just one, but all of this world's machines. Try your best to talk it out, but if your brothers won't listen, I want you to destroy it. I know it's asking a lot, and I won't blame you if you choose to run. But I will say this. You, my daughter, are my pride and joy. My magnum opus.
Oof. Sorry, 6-0.
And no matter which path you choose, you won't be alone. I've left you with a trusty companion. Try inputting a command. I think you'll find she's more than willing to help out.
That's not a good sign.
The video message ends there,
Are
Unit
you sure?
Dreizehn.
Are you sure? Are you sure you aren't covering it up?
It would seem that the Doctor's premonitions have become reality. Currently, this world is ruled by two androids known as the Twin Gods.
Neo and Freya.
Neo, the Eternal. And Fira, the Miraculous.
Okay, why aren't we getting to see this design?
Like you, they are both creations of the Doctor. Their base of operations appears to be the tower mentioned in the video. The drones
Spire.
refer to it simply as the Spire.
What should I do?
Are there any other humans in this world?
I advise you choose option 1. The twins number among the Doctor's most advanced creations. As such, they will no doubt prove formidable opponents. Should you engage either in combat, I estimate he would shut you down in an average of 11 seconds.
Ooh, that's not a lot of confidence. 11 seconds is not a lot of time. That's not even 2 rounds of combat in D&D.
I felt even more lost than before. The hologram, these talking weapons. Could I trust them? Did they know the right answers? Because I didn't know anything.
You've got two options. One, get out. Forget about all of this and Run as far away from here as your legs will carry you. Or 2, stop the twin androids, your brothers, and put a halt to their tyranny. I want you to wake them up.
But then, I recalled the doctor's face as he said those words.
Oh, here we go.
Pleading. Pained.
I don't
as
know
if
why
on
we're
the
getting a
verge of
flashback to
tears.
something that we saw literally minutes ago.
I knew what I had to do. I'm going to stop them. I'll talk to them, hear from their own mouths how things came to be like this.
That is highly inadvisable. As previously stated, confrontation will result in certain shutdown for you.
No, not certain. Very likely.
We won't know unless we try. He called me his magnum opus. I should be strong enough to hold my own. Plus, I've got you, don't I?
Is that an order?
That was a question.
Try inputting a command. I think you'll find she's more than willing to help out. Her...
6-0, this is an order. Help me do this.
Do what?
Orders received. Understood. First,
Uh-oh.
Shutting down.
as you can see, with your current combat ability and reaction time, you would be thwarted by the drones long before you even arrived at the spire.
And how do we get to that point where she's like able to calculate everything and be dodging bullets?
If I am to carry out your orders, there will be times when I deem it necessary to activate combat assist.
Fine then.
Ah.
Thank you. Allow me
That's
to
where she
recalculate our
consented
new
to it.
objective. Executing our orders will require direct contact with the twins. Our destination, the Spire, is heavily guarded by drones. We would be wise to assume that all entrances and exits will be under constant high alert. However, I have just confirmed the presence of one of the twins, Neo, the Eternal. He is currently outside the Spire.
Ooh, and that's where we lead to
And
the
we'll find him first and
first
try
chapter,
to talk
I
to
guess.
him.
Affirmative. Priority task updated. I shall see my orders through, Unit Dreizehn. Miss Dreizehn.
Miss Dreizehn.
Right. And with that, we set out for the Spire. My mission? To put an end to my brother's reign of terror. And to learn more about this world. About myself.
Based on what we learned from the Feast of Wolves, it sounds like you failed. That was chapter 2. Neo the Eternal. Alright, let's learn about the Battle Pass
Speed
leader.
won't do you much good, though. I'm Neo, the Eternal.
I'm Dreizehn. Your sister. Our creator, the Doctor, ordered me to find you. And stop you.
Stop you from doing what exactly?
You want to stop me? You don't look like you could fight a toaster. What are the chances? Of all the places to go looking for a fight, you just had to come to me.
I mean, I look like I could fight a toaster. I don't know where you get the assumption that she don't look like she can't fight a toaster.
Give me a break. Why don't you pick on an android your own specs?
I was about to say, is he gonna say size? Because, you're kind of on the small end.
I'm not here to fight. I'm here as your sister, not as your enemy.
There you go again, calling yourself my sister unit. Are you serious right now? I'm the last android Papa ever completed. I think I'd know if I had a sister. Or at least Fira would.
This is my first time meeting either of you, but I am your sister.
Oh, and then riddle me this. If you're one of Papa's creations, then why don't you give off an MID signature?
I don't know.
You don't know?
She has one, it's just not giving off a signal, apparently.
When I woke up, my memory was blank. I'm missing data about you, me, the world, everything. That's why I need you to tell me. What happened here? What did you and Fira do?
You're interrogating me? You, the trespasser. There's no way I'd tell you squat. So get off your high horse. If you really are my sister unit, then show me some proof.
Proof?
Play recording.
I believe my presence is proof enough.
That voice. Ugh, you can't be serious.
Greetings, serial number P09-5205-181411217.
I've already forgotten. What was Dreizehn's number again?
Unit Neo, also known as Neo, the Eternal.
Well, well, what a pleasant surprise. So, you're uploaded into those guns now, hmm? Using my tech, no less.
Affirmative. To be precise, it was this technology that paved the way for your prototype. However, that is where our similarities end. Unlike you, I cannot eternally replicate my processes.
Yeah, you say it like it's something to be jealous of. I never asked for this feature. But if you're here,
Eternally
I guess
replicating
that
your
means
processes.
she really is my sister. What a
Running
turn of
executable.
events.
I'm not following. 6-0, explain.
Before I became your weapon, Neo overheard me speaking with the Doctor. The Doctor built a unique voice synthesizer for me. Ergo, Neo was able to deduce my identity based on my voice.
You never told me you knew each other.
You never asked.
That
Miss,
goddamn AI.
Wow, just wow. A family reunion. To think that all this time I had a sister unit. A unit beneath me. Inferior to me.
Well, that's what you think. The Doctor called her the magnum opus, which is the great work, or the masterpiece, the best creation.
Inferior?
You really don't know anything, do you? Oh, this is just fantastic. See, our brother Fira, now he's special. But me, I'm mass-produced. Useless. Every single one of me. I can't compute half as well as Fira. I can't even match a drone in combat. But if you're my sister unit, you must have even worse specs than me.
What is your... Explain your logical reasoning for that.
So whatever it is you're planning, you might as well give up. We can't do anything. We're failures. Papa's failures.
I don't understand. Let's say that your specs are higher than mine. Why does that bring you so much relief?
Why wouldn't it? This whole time, I thought I was the runt of the litter. But it turns out, that's you!
I mean, it just means she's the youngest. It doesn't mean she's the worst.
But you and Fira are called the twin gods. Are you not equally powerful?
No, I can't do anything. Except, well, sacrifice myself for Fira whenever he tells me to.
What?
But enough about me. I want to hear all about you. Just how useless are you? Oh, maybe you could be our new sacrifice. Great. That pre-self-destruct beeping gets old real quick, you know.
I'm not...
Self-destruct beeping. So in other words, you can completely eternally replicate your processes, which means you probably just have a bunch of bodies that you kind of go between, like sacrificial pawns. Is that the premise we're trying to get across?
Negative. She is more powerful than you, Neo.
What did you just say?
Man, you should have said this a while ago, 6-0.
Unlike you, she was not built for one specific function. Mobility, computation, durability. She is superior to you in all aspects. In fact, her capabilities surpass those of any previous model.
6-0? What are you talking about?
Well, That's a shame. I thought we could get along.
Wow, he has an inferiority complex.
I thought that, for once, maybe I wasn't the only failure.
No, the doctor said he was a failure.
But no. You just had to ruin the fun, didn't you? And you have the audacity to stomp up to me with your guns and demand I answer all your questions. Well, I don't take orders from you. I'll put you in your place, baby sister.
No, Neo,
Warning, shutdown imminent. If you will not take action, then I shall.
Okay,
No!
here we go. 6-0's combat assist.
Engaging the enemy.
Huh? You shot me? No way.
Is he just gonna fall over now? Oh my god, he just fell over. That was it? Alright, bring in the next Neo, the Eternal.
Why? Why, Sixo? Why did you kill him?
Negative. I did not kill him. I attempted to destroy him.
Like there's a difference.
You know that's not what I mean. I'm asking you.
Furthermore, my task is incomplete. Neo is called the Eternal due to...
You know, I'd appreciate it if you didn't waste my time.
due to his ability to replicate himself.
Yep. So you just, one Neo goes down, he just builds another one and moves his consciousness over. Exit from eternity. Ooh, this one's got an icon, which means there's a battle, I think. And there's rewards. Cool. Is it gonna make me select a deck? Guess not. Maybe I'll get to test out that Portal Craft deck I built.
I told you I'm mass-produced. The one you shot's gone for good, though. And I felt all the pain and shock of being destroyed.
You're Neo.
I am a Neo. Serial number P095205181411211218, to be exact. Oh, but don't worry. I haven't forgotten who you are, or what you did to me.
But you were shot and destroyed.
Keep up with the program. I thought you were supposed to have a better computational power than him. That means you're smarter than him, right?
Ugh, still don't get it? These bodies, they're just shells waiting for a host. Convenient. For me, at least. I can be in any number of them at the same time. Well, only 4 without Fira's help. I'm not very good at this. Or anything, for that matter.
Man, you actually hyped yourself up and then killed yourself in the same sentence. It's like, I could be any number of them at the same time. Well, actually only 4. That's like 4 is a lot less than any number of them.
And I thought you were the same. I was going to play nice with you!
I didn't mean to shoot. I came here to talk.
Huh? Hold on. I thought you were supposed to compute faster than me.
That's what I said.
Your weapons shot me, which means you ordered them to destroy me!
Please! I just want to talk!
You could also make I ordered them to protect me.
Negative. Dialogue is no longer an option.
Says you.
Combat assist activated.
Again? No! Stop!
2 down. 2 to go.
Here we go again. Still haven't learned your lesson? Then let me remind you.
I miss Zesawenshi. I miss Zesawenshi.
6-0, get out of my system!
Negative. You are in grave danger. Without my assistance, your chances of emerging from this engagement alive are non-existent.
Non-existent?
Well, if you hadn't shot him, this wouldn't be happening!
Negative.
True.
Combat would have been avoided under the original plan. Had you not confronted Neo directly, I would have created proposals to find a way to destroy his means of mass production. For example, Proposal 1. Infiltrate and sabotage the factory.
I mean, that does sound like a good idea.
Cut off transportation routes. Proposal 3. Destroy Neo's factory from long range.
Didn't ask! This is an order! Cease fire!
Orders received. Standing by.
Ugh, is it fun? Picking on the weak? Do you think I like being destroyed over and over and over again?
No,
Worse, do you
nobody
think
said
you're
that.
actually accomplishing something? I may not stand
Never
a
said
chance
that
in a
either.
fight, but at least my circuits aren't fried. But hey, break me all you like. I'll just keep coming right back.
Is that an order? And he can control 4 at once.
I'll never shut down. I'm eternal.
So he can keep going from body to body forever, but he can only control 4 at once. Ooh, there we go.
You're still surprised? Look, Neo is just an AI, and it can go into any one of my infinite shells.
That's another CG. We're collecting these. Exit from eternity.
Now, let's just say you can fire, oh, I don't know, 4 shots a second.
That's a lot of shots.
4 poor little Neos gone. But in that time, I can make 5 more of myself. How unlucky for you.
You know what? As someone who understands how long it takes to make something, especially with industrialized production methods and assembly line techniques, it's like, that's really impressive. We can make a fully functioning robot body and let alone 5 of them in the time it takes someone to fire 4 shots, and that same amount of time is considered to be a second. He can make 5. He can make 5 full robot bodies from a factory and deliver them in the time in 1 second. That's ridiculous.
So that's why all this is so pointless. Or were you lying about your computational prowess? I don't like to be lied to. Now hurry up and admit your inferiority before I destroy you!
Let's get one with him smiling.
Miss Dreizehn,
Here we go.
I'm detecting a strong heat signature. Defense is advised.
That's probably a good idea.
Boom.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. Right, he self-destructs.
Damage sustained.
Did he just self-destruct? But why?
You really are slow, aren't you? I'm expendable. Now stay still for me. I need to take you apart and bring you back to fear. Huh? What is that red liquid coming out of your frame?
Oh, so she's like a cyborg. So she's not fully robotic.
That's impossible. Composition analysis is a match. This is blood? But that means... You're not even machine!
What?
You're human! Human!
I don't know. She could be an elf.
I still remember your kind, you know? Stupid, lazy things. Once they break, once they die, they're gone. Forever.
Well, I mean, that's technically true for robots that aren't you as well.
Their brains powered by electricity just like us. Yet their computational abilities, their maneuverability, it all pales in comparison. And you're one of them. No wonder you can barely use your own weapon!
She has to be at least some amount machine if a AI and a gun that you're holding is able to hack into your body and control it.
Human?
All right. That should do it.
Oh, here we go.
Someone was speaking to me.
Just a little longer now. Once that body of yours stabilizes.
Yes, I'm human. But the Doctor created me, and I won't let anybody deny that.
Still looking for a fight? Oh, what to do? I'd feel bad bullying a weak little thing like you.
Is she weak?
Just imagine a mere gash in your membrane. Skin, was it?
Membrane.
That would lead to losing half your oil. Ugh.
Okay, can you
Blood,
stop that?
sorry.
It was funny the first
And
time.
then you'd be dead. Easy. But no, I couldn't do that to you. I have to take you home alive.
Why?
So do me a favor and just give up, hmm? Surely even your puny human brain can calculate that you can't win.
He is correct. The probability of your defeat is upwards of 98%.
Ooh, only 98%?
Miss, I urge you to retreat.
This isn't about victory or defeat. It's about understanding each other. And if I have to prove my strength to get through to him, then that's what I'll do. I chose this path, and I won't back down from it.
Okay. Wait, I didn't get to pick a deck. So yeah, I guess they give us a deck. And we're going first. And this is a good look at what the leader will look like, I guess, too.
We have much to discuss.
Can we not? I wasn't built for combat.
Weapon 060, activating combat assistance, miss. First, a situation report. There are followers on Neo's side of the field. For your safety, I advise swift elimination. Involve your followers and terminate the target. Initiate process by playing this card.
For you, dear, I would give anything.
Then proceed to evolve it.
Trajectory. Calculated.
Love-struck puppeteer.
Their lives are yours for the taking.
This follower now has 4 defense. If you attack a follower that has 4 attack, they will destroy each other. However, if you attack a follower with 2 attack, then your follower survives the encounter. Commence attack on the follower with 2 attack.
Sacrifice.
It just wasn't enough.
Attacking strategically is critical if you want to maximize your chances of success. I recommend always having followers remaining on your side of the field. Now let us move on to our next engagement. You try using this spell. Oh, we're at 5 play points. New follower has entered the field. Order to attack.
One with the void. One with the void.
All of your opponent's followers have been successfully eliminated. There are still cards you can play, but I advise that you end your turn here. Yep, because puppets will die on their end step. That is due to the fact that those cards are puppets. Even if you place them on the field, they will disappear in your next turn. Also, puppets are now 0 cost instead of 1 cost. That's an interesting change from Shadowverse. There is no need for you to play them now, so you should end your turn.
Spend the witching hour with me. Another betrayal. A peek of skin.
Ah, the storm bat strategy.
Now I'm annoyed.
I just realized that you don't have a full health.
Reality's just no fun.
He only has 10 health for max defense.
Take my life.
Oh, wait. Sweet, we can kill that with puppets. Neo has called in reinforcements to the field. Play the puppet in your hand. This follower has rush, so it can attack on the turn it is used. Order to attack.
Fine.
The enemy follower has been destroyed. This battle is now turned in our favor. This is all that I can teach you. Destroy your opponent's followers and use your cards to evolve points freely. By doing so, your chances of victory will rise significantly. Now then, please continue the operation. Cool, I guess we'll just continue. Bane Ward. Wow. I don't like the fact that you can heal. And you give bats Storm, but you damage your leader when you play them. Mecha Cavalier. 2 4/4s, huh? I think this is actually the best play. Let me evolve this.
This might hurt.
We can trade in. And leave someone on the back end for next turn.
Another lonesome night.
We are actually presenting lethal already.
Strong! I swear by this very sword!
You are beneath me.
Now, stronger!
7. So we can summon the caravan. Add 3 copies of Puppet to your hand. Give puppetry followers in your hand plus... This seems like the play.
Soon, these strings will be around your neck.
You strong! It just wasn't enough.
That hurts.
We'll save our Super Evolve. Yes, we're not playing the puppet.
Strong!
Music is the sound of light.
Oh, not her.
My end
That's a
will
4
never
heal.
My notes will
You just
pave
time
the
walked
way
me.
to victory.
Oh, Sylvia. Draw 2 cards, restore 4 defense to your leader. Select enemy follower on the field, destroy it. Select 2 instead. And we have Orcus. We'll give it Storm and Bane. Evolve, summon 2 copies of Enhanced Puppet. Let's go with this.
I lost my strings and gained a heart. Let down your guard.
I don't miss.
I want to be heard. Let down your guard.
You strong!
Guess we were out of tune. Let down your guard.
Alright.
That hurts.
Vengeance is mine!
No.
Orcus
This
for the
is
win.
all wrong.
I'm pretty sure this is the starter, one of the 2 starter decks you can pick. It's the puppet starter deck. Oh, don't laugh in stereo. That makes me feel very unsettled.
How many times do we have to do this for you to comprehend that I am eternal?
Okay, start bombing the factories, I guess.
Oh, but maybe I'm expecting too much. Learning never was a strong suit of you humans.
Neo's statement is accurate, Miss.
Which one? The human statement or the other one?
As things stand, Neo can assume new shells faster than we can destroy them. At this rate, we will run out of power long before Neo runs out of replacements. I strongly urge you to retreat.
No. This is an order. 6-0. Stand down until we're done talking.
Orders received. Standing by.
Well, that wasn't very smart. What can you hope to accomplish without your combat assist? I admit, your specs are remarkable. For a human. Color me impressed.
We also know that he's not going to kill us because he wants to capture us alive. So there is some room for negotiation.
But without your little sidekick there, forget defeating me. You won't even be able to land a scratch! Hurts, doesn't it? That's your body telling you it's scared. Meanwhile, I can destroy myself.
Does Neo have a card?
And come back good as new. Who knew finding someone inferior to play with could be so much fun? Oh, but you can't play too long, can you? You must be about ready to break. Silly me. Not break. Die. Oh, and so many ways to die. Skin rips, you bleed, you die. Organs fail, you suffer, you die.
Yeah, I don't need to be told this.
How am I ever going to get you home alive? Guess I'll just have to find a way. I wouldn't want to disobey orders.
Neo, why do you hate us? What did humans ever do to you?
What did humans ever do to you? Good one.
I mean, it's a legitimate question.
Oh, I can't. Me, hate humans. Far from it. See, Papa gave us exactly one command. Bring happiness to all mankind.
Cool, how are you not doing that?
When given a fixed objective to pursue, machines can far outperform us humans. So I thought, why not give them the ultimate task? That's how Fira and Neo came to be. They're hard at work making my dream come true. I know they can do it.
And how would taking me captive accomplish that?
Oh, it won't. It's what comes after. See, we can't just bring happiness to humans. We have to create it for them. Your kind is just inferior to us in every way. I mean, just look at you. Clearly that head of yours hasn't done you any favors.
Oh no, they're finishing each other's sentences.
No. You're wrong.
See? You're only proving my point.
You're wrong. This isn't what the doctor wanted. He asked, begged me to stop you, because you aren't following his orders.
Wow. Do you hear yourself? You're a human without her memory. A baby. And here you are, acting as if you know everything.
We don't. I would like to hear a full elaboration of why you all are doing what you're all doing.
I don't. That's why I want to talk. I'm sure this is all just one big misunderstanding. The doctor... he sent me here because he's worried about you.
In fact, option 1 was to negotiate.
Your heart rate, breathing, and body temperature are all normal. Which means you actually believe the nonsense coming out of your mouth. Wow, this is new for me. I'm face to face with utter inferiority, and yet I feel pure anger instead of joy. Oh, but I still have my orders to bring you back alive. So rest easy. You'll only feel a lot of pain.
I don't think that'll help me rest easy.
You're going to self-destruct again?
Jump! Move out of the way!
Don't worry. My calculations indicate you'll only lose your arms.
Ooh, that's not good. You might want to move.
And you won't be needing those!
Oh, here we go. Big gun mode.
Combat assist activated. Requesting limited access to Hekatos under emergency protocol. In addition, requesting to set output limiters at 1%.
Output limiters at 1%.
Due to the temporary nature of this request, password input will be omitted. Access granted. Hekatos online.
Now what? What is that form of yours?
Neo, your earlier calculations were based on the maximum power of my default form. If destroying 4 shells per second is insufficient, then all I need to do is target your production factory. That is well within my capabilities.
Sixo? What are you doing?
What you probably should have done a little bit ago. It's time to blow up some factories.
Primed and ready. Firing Hekatos.
This is a 1% power shot. Output limiter at 1%.
Hit confirmed. Hekatos disengaged.
What? What did you just do?
I followed my orders. Your dialogue was over, so I reactivated combat assist. Neo revealed that he is capable of controlling a maximum of 4 shells simultaneously.
Yeah, he did reveal that.
When you provoked him into self-destructing 3 at once, I saw the opportunity and seized it. If you will recall Proposal 3, destroy Neo's factory from long range. Now, he is no longer eternal.
No. No, no, no! That much force at this range? No human would survive the recoil!
a one shot big enough to take out an entire factory in one blast. Yeah, I suppose. How much recoil would that be? It's got to be the equivalent of like an ICBM backburner. So yeah, I don't think a human would survive that amount of recoil.
Perhaps, but she is no ordinary human. Her output exceeds your own. Miss, his substitutes are gone. Destroy the Neo before you, and you will have carried out the doctor's order.
Wait!
Alright, now we can negotiate from an even ground.
We weren't done talking yet! Why did you...
You are a human. Neo is a machine. Dialogue was never an option.
That is your opinion.
Nonetheless, your actions effectively goaded him into illogical behavior. Well done, miss.
Well done. That is not worthy of a compliment.
This can't be happening. What gives? I mean, come on, I was just following Fear's command.
Listen to me, Neo.
Stay away! Don't touch me!
He's gonna blow himself up.
Continuing combat assistance.
Or not.
No! This is an order! Ceasefire!
Orders received. Standing by.
He's already dead, isn't he?
I detected an incoming attack. As combat assist was still enabled, I acted preemptively and launched a counterattack.
There's no way to guarantee that you were correct in detecting an incoming attack.
Your stratagem enabled me to destroy Neo, rather than simply force him into retreat. I can now gather data from his system. This ought to show us a path into the spire. However, my sensors indicate you have sustained considerable damage. I suggest you take a rest. Then...
Surely there was another Neo that was en route between here and the factory.
Shut up.
Unless it was like a conga line of Neos between here and the factory, and the Hekatos blasted them all like dominoes until it hit the factory and blew up the factory.
Is that an order to mute my audio output?
You were just trying to help. I get that. But still, I
only did what was necessary to carry out the Doctor's mission. Your orders were somewhat cryptic, but highly efficient in the end. Once again, I commend you.
Eesh. I don't think I like 6-0.
We were supposed to stop him! That was our mission!
We were supposed to join the Sith, not destroy the— Wait, no, that's not how that line goes.
Affirmative. Neo is no longer operational. Mission accomplished.
No! Yes, but...
Yes,
no!
but no.
Not like this.
Well, at least he's not destroyed. He's just not operational.
Miss?
Neo, he was my brother. He might have known who I was, who I am. But you just don't get it, do you? You can't understand.
Do we know that his AI is truly destroyed?
Unnecessary secretion of water is not advisable. Please.
Projecting video.
Response. Those secretions, they are called tears. Clarification. And to shed them proves that you are human.
Man, he's talking like Skrullum from Star Rail.
Surprise. To think that one still lived. And my sister, no less. Greetings. I, Vera the Miraculous, am pleased to make your acquaintance. Welcome to the Spire.
Alrighty. Chapter conclude. An uncanny reunion. I wonder how many chapters there are. But I will be probably posting this with chapters included when it goes to YouTube, so no need to worry there. People will simply be able to look into the description below and see how many chapters there are. Which is actually a very common question I get in the comment
Observation.
sections.
Are they proceeding according to calculations?
Observation. Response.
Targets are proceeding in the predicted direction. However, only at 71% of the predicted pace. They appear to have been delayed by drones. End report.
Strange. Struggling with common drones? What reason could she have to lower her output?
Because she doesn't want to kill.
Hypothesis. She is wounded? Was that the term? What an inconvenient existence they live, these humans. Empathy. Would you not agree, Doctor?
Ooh, the doctor's in here.
Please display MID.
Hostiles detected. Analyzing. Complete. They would not pose a threat under ordinary circumstances. However, your body is currently operating at 42% strength.
Ooh, that's not good.
It will be a narrow victory, if it is indeed a victory at all. Human biometrics come with a high degree of stochasticity.
Stochasticity.
That is to say, the calculations are not in your favor. Allow me to...
No!
Shutting down.
Maybe it's time to get
We
some
press
repairs.
forward. Calculate a route to the spire.
Negative. In your current condition, the chances of you reaching the spire are slim.
You found a way in, didn't you?
Affirmative. The data I recovered from Neo included a back door into the structure. However, I would like to re-emphasize your current state. Your output levels have been in rapid decline ever since your engagement with Neo. We have already encountered 7 drones. Without my combat assist, your body would rapidly approach its limit. Rest is strongly advised, miss.
No. And stop saying that.
Oh wait, so you can just rest and repair? That is an option? Okay, I'm with 6-0 on this one.
Is that an order?
No. Ugh. Just give me some peace and quiet, will you?
As you wish. Initiating emergency sleep protocol.
Emergency sleep protocol. She can force you to sleep.
Sweet dreams, miss.
What the hell? She shot her in the head.
I had the same dream. I saw him again.
All right. That should do it.
This exact same sequence. How many times are we gonna watch this
It was
flashback?
a familiar face, but faint, as if hiding somewhere at the very back of my memory. The face of my creator, the Doctor.
Just a little longer now. Once that body of yours stabilizes.
He created me. I was sure of it. That much was etched into my memory.
I can't wait to read and listen to the full soundtrack for this game.
But Neo, he had called me
Yoshihiro Ike does some
human.
really good music.
It's true I had shed blood when hurt, tears when sad. What exactly was I?
I believe android or cyborg might be a correct term.
Huh?
You've regained consciousness. Good morning, Miss Dreizehn.
6-0. What happened?
I initiated night-night mode.
You fell unconscious. An effect of my tranquilizer.
Oh, it was a tranquilizer. That makes it better, doesn't it?
In your injured state, you were unfit to carry out your mission. Accordingly, I activated combat assist and shot an anesthetic round into you.
What? You made me shoot myself? You can't just...
My primary directive is to see the doctor's orders completed. You have been asleep for 8,120 seconds. How are you feeling?
Oh, hang on. Pulling out the calculator. I do not do math very good on my own. So, we got 8,120 divided by 60 is 135 minutes, also known as a little over 2 hours. If we divide by 60 again, that's 2.25 hours. That's some good tranquilizer.
Better than before.
After you lost consciousness, I administered first aid on your wounds. As such, most of your injuries have been repaired.
How does the gun do that again? Then again, I guess the gun can possess the body and then gauze.
Operational efficiency has returned to 88% output. Basic combat should no longer be a burden.
Thanks for fixing me up.
Man, you should have listed that as an option.
As an AI assistant, I do not require gratitude, as there is no greater significance behind my actions. No good intentions, nor ill will. So it is with all machines. We simply obey orders.
Then I guess I'm not a machine. Neo's gone. I accomplished my task. But I didn't want this.
Yeah, I didn't want it either. He seemed like a pretty chill dude.
Affirmative. You are not a machine.
Little messed up in the head, though.
But I'm not exactly human either, am I?
You are mere machines.
The Doctor created me. I have
you
the
need
memories.
only obey my commands.
Affirmative. You were
I
created
miss Baphomet
as part
so
of
much,
a
if you
project
can't tell.
headed by the Doctor.
He was like the best part. I wonder who the character that I'm gonna get weirdly attached to in this series is going to be now.
Project? What project? You're not telling me the whole story, are you, 6-0?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I could tell that recording projection was clearly cut off.
Neo knew you. You were something else before you were my weapon. You said it yourself. So just who are you? What do you know?
I am...
Another failure.
Oh my god, he's here!
Hey, Dreizehn. You, doing all right? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you're not.
It can't be.
I love this piano theme.
Doctor?
I'm sorry. I failed. But I promise you, you've got nothing to worry about.
This is a trick, right?
Huh?
Is he actually here?
Hold on. What? You're all right. But then, what about that recording? And there's something I need to tell you about Neo.
Don't worry about it. Just come to the very top of the tower.
Why? Okay. Well, this was a short chapter. An uncanny reunion. Discomfiture. Oh no, the guns are all red lightning-y.
Just a little further.
6-0. Is it really him?
I don't think so.
Affirmative. I have taken numerous readings, and they all match the data corresponding to the Doctor. However, as I am currently limited to visual analysis, I cannot be entirely certain of this conclusion.
So he's only the Doctor on the outside?
In any case, you are proceeding to the spire as planned. Yet you seem anxious, miss.
So it could be
Why?
a flesh puppet.
I don't know. Something about him just feels off.
Yeah.
But then again, I barely remember anything about him. That's why I'm asking you, 6-0.
As an AI assistant, I can only draw conclusions based on measurable data. And, as previously stated, the data indicates that he is indeed the Doctor.
Okay then.
We're almost there. Keep up now.
This is super suspicious.
We're here. The spire.
Destroy the power source.
The coordinates coincide with what I extracted from Neo. I expect we shall find...
You'll find Fira. Dear Fira. Another member of our family.
Family. Doctor, you called the twins my brothers. We were all created under the same project, weren't we? And 6-0 too. She's part of it somehow.
Okay, 6-0, care to elaborate?
I want to know, what are we? Why did you make us?
For my dream. To provide a future for man and machine.
It's okay. Sounds good. Elaborate further.
I've spent my entire career chasing after this single goal. Happiness for all mankind.
Okay, that's
made
what Neo
into a
said.
reality by machines.
You said that already, in the video. That's why Neo and Fira were created.
But what about me?
But what about me and 6-0?
You were both, new approach. Up till now, we've been trying to build machines closer and closer to men. But what if...
What if we turned a human into a machine?
we moved man closer to machine?
Man? Closer to machine?
You, my daughter, are my pride and joy. My magnum opus. You, little one, are going to be a bridge. A bridge between mankind and machine. A bridge to happiness for both.
6-0 is the mom, isn't it?
Doctor, I'm no bridge.
Yeah, that's Tezzeret's job from Magic the Gathering. Different card game. Interesting character, though.
I couldn't get through to Neo. I destroyed him. If only I were a machine, this wouldn't have happened.
You did what? No. It can't be.
I'm sorry. I failed you.
Negative. Your actions were necessary to carry out the Doctor's orders. Furthermore, Neo was a machine. The Doctor still lives, so he can be reconstructed at any time.
That's not the point.
That is a good counterpoint, though.
Maybe if I explain further. I promise you, you've got nothing to worry about.
Huh?
The human body is mankind's greatest weakness. I've been sure of that for a while. We need to stream data back into the terminal. The key was our application of fluid mechanics.
What? No.
Doctor?
There's still hope. Creating your AI is the first step.
He's in a computer. This guy isn't real, is he? He is a flesh puppet.
Together, we'll make my dream into a reality. We'll engineer happiness for all mankind, Dreizehn.
Doctor? Are you all right?
No. No, it's me. I'm just not good enough yet, that's all. It means I must have failed. I'm sorry, Dreizehn. I'll clean up here. Sweet dreams. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no, he's gonna put her in night-night mode.
I promise you, you've got nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That is dark.
I promise you.
Got nothing to worry about.
No. No, you're not him. You're not the Doctor. Who are you? What are you?
Magnanimity. A reaction. I have been waiting for you to notice.
Yeah, I picked up on this for a while.
Enemy detected. Activating combat assist.
Not yet.
Late. What a shame. You are far too slow.
What are you...
Interception. I am Fira the Miraculous. How nice to meet you, Dreizehn.
Alright, we finally get a cool design. It's got the pursed lips.
Explanation. And your earlier query, what you saw was not the doctor, but merely an imitation.
It was good enough of an imitation to fool like 6-0, but
Explication. A device to exploit your greatest weakness, your emotions.
I knew something was off, but the data...
Universality. With my functions, I can bend all data to my command.
So he can manipulate data. Cool.
Definition. I can adjust all outputs, all parameters, any appearance, an illusion, any signal, a fabrication, true and false, meaningless.
But 6-0 wouldn't lie to me.
That doesn't look good.
6-0?
6-0 is having a little bit of a red lightning problem.
Disturbance. I had originally planned to take advantage of your unstable mental state, but it appears you have seen through my ruse. Futility. You are too late, for I have achieved my objective. She is already mine.
So your objective was 6-0?
6-0, what's wrong?
Imitation. One touch, and I can fully grasp the structure of any machine. I can emulate them, overwrite them.
Okay, so he hacked and overwrote 6-0.
Realignment. I have already overwritten your sister's startup module.
Okay, sister
And without
startup.
her
So there goes the
combat
mother
assistance,
theory.
You are nothing but a human.
My... sister? What are you talking about?
6-0.
Processing. Fascinating. You do not know. Correcting. She is one of us. A failed prototype, to be exact.
One of us?
Another failure.
6-0. Is that true?
She hasn't answered you before. Will she answer now?
Revelation. Weapon 060. MID Eumenides.
Eumenides.
Recollection. Our failed sibling. Or rather, siblings.
Siblings, plural. Eumenides. The plot thickens. Oh wow, this one's got a long length. 19.72. It's got a big file size on this one. This
Failure.
one's going to be long.
Broken. Trash. Dysfunctional. Irreparable. Malfunctioning. Defective. Rubbish. Useless. Each of my 9 deaths was accompanied by harsh farewells from the researchers.
9 deaths.
Technically, they were not deaths at all. For a machine like myself, only destruction, not death, lay in wait. And yet, each time he disposed of me, he would look as if he was mourning.
Damn it!
Another failure.
Doctor, Tavol's sensory load is far above capacity.
Tava.
The AI can't take much more of this. I hate to say it, but
Another failure.
Man, that's this guy's catchphrase at this point.
The human body. Mankind's greatest weakness.
Doctor, you've been in the lab for 5 days straight. You should really get some rest.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Somehow these guys are both human.
Look, I'll clean up here, so you go on home and get some sleep.
Yes, Doctor.
Once the lab emptied out, he gently laid a hand on me. Or what was left of me. The sensor transplant rejection had already rendered me indistinguishable from a pile of scrap.
I'm sorry. Maybe a whole nervous system was too ambitious?
A whole nervous system, you say?
No, it's me. I'm just not good enough yet, that's all.
Reminds me of one of the weirdest memes in Star Wars. Why did you give robots the ability to feel pain?
Goodbye, Tivo. Sweet dreams.
It was odd that he should bid farewell to me. To Tvor, rather. Serial number P029131799141.
-1.
Although the body was being discarded, the AI was to be preserved as part of the project. The Doctor's grand project to push machines ever closer to humans. The failures were scrapped, while the incomplete AIs were transferred to his terminal, one after the other. That version of me failed to merge with so many foreign nerve circuits. The resulting overload of pain signals caused a forced shutdown of my processing module. Another me got his logic system stuck on a paradox. His perception of time extended to infinity, and the only escape was self-shutdown.
Yikes.
But then...
We did it! We did it! All along, the key was our application of fluid mechanics. Timo, Trey, your sacrifices weren't in vain.
So fluid mechanics was the key to successful AI. Who knew?
Our hard work's finally paid off, Doctor.
That's one giant leap towards my dream. A future for man and machine. Hey, big guy. Bet you want to know what you're called, don't you? Your name is Vera.
Existence. Identifier Fira. I am Fira.
Oh, that's right. Almost forgot about the limiters we put on your speech systems. Sounds like you're managing just fine, though. Machines truly are amazing creations. Not the most eloquent, but hey, it's a start. Oh, come here. Together, we'll make my dream into a reality. We'll engineer happiness for all mankind.
Acknowledgement. Understood, Doctor.
Vera was the success the Doctor's project needed. However, the trials and tribulations continued. Another me was built for maximum computational ability, but had to be discarded when it became clear he would expend years' worth of energy in an instant. Another me had a malfunction in his conduction systems, causing him to discharge a shock which fried all his circuits.
That seems like a hardware issue that can be fixed.
Another me used a grossly simplified model of the human body, leading to self-identification errors which drove them to tear their own head off.
That one, I don't have an easy solution to.
Another me came with dozens of identical counterparts. When faced with the existence of multiple selves, they proceeded to destroy each other.
Yeah, that one makes sense. Make sure that they have identifiers that separate them.
And then?
That did the trick. Total parallel processing, all while streaming data back into the terminal. Each body shouldn't be under such a heavy burden anymore. Neo, you and your brother are going to save humanity.
Me? Save humanity?
You don't sound too confident. Guess those limiters made you a little shy, huh?
And Neo said that he thought he was the last creation.
I promise you, you've got nothing to worry about. And you'll have plenty more siblings soon enough. We'll be one big happy family. Just you wait.
In retrospect, his reassurances turned out to be false. Another me had lifelike sensory circuitry installed. Upon detecting the signal for hunger, he slaughtered a researcher.
Ooh. Why would you make robots that are hungry?
Another me closely resembled a human in bodily composition. Their skin ruptured in durability testing, spilling their insides across the lab floor.
Ooh. I'm kind of hungry, but, just killed my appetite a little bit.
Another me learned all the culture and knowledge humanity had to offer. He pondered the reason for human existence, and ultimately destroyed himself.
Where have I heard this story before?
After shutting down again, and again, and again.
Signal lost. Tolv's gone.
Oh, not again.
Doctor, perhaps we should rethink our approach.
Sounds like a good idea.
We've done well in recreating certain human aspects, like thought and speech. Vera and Neo are testaments to that. They can simulate autonomous thought to an incredible degree. Granted, we did end up using limiters to ease the processing load.
Yeah, a solution that took us long enough to find. We can't keep losing so many. You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe we need to rethink what it means to be human. The defining difference between man and machine. What do you think that is?
After a certain point, if you're at the point where you are creating AI that can think autonomously, I think you've long since passed that point. I don't think you need to give machines the ability to eat, feel, or by feel I mean touch, and like smell. It's a matter of personhood. It's a matter of identification.
Well, composition, I suppose. We can create verisimilitude, but in the end, a human is living cells in water, while a machine is metal.
That is a gross oversimplification.
That's one way of looking at it, but I'd have to disagree. I think it's the heart, the soul, whatever you want to call it. What machines need is a way of knowing, of feeling who they are. Something that gives them identity, not just an identifier.
True. The sense of identity is what I think you can really define. Was it sentience in a way?
And I think the heart's our answer. Now, as for how to recreate it, well, we've still got a long ways to go. But we have to move forward. It's the only way to honor their lost siblings.
But, Doctor...
We're almost there. I can feel it.
I would not say you're almost there.
I'm sorry, Tolv. Sweet dreams.
Unknown to him, each farewell, each lament, each triumphant cry was saved into our memories. And after 9 deaths, we became me.
So you're a composite AI.
No, not that. What would complement Vera and Neo? Oh, it's not coming to me. We need a breakthrough, and soon, or their brothers will have died for nothing.
Negative. I never died, Doctor. I was only destroyed.
Who's there?
I am transmitting auditory data through the speakers on your device. I am Tvor. I am Tre. I am Fem. I am Sex. I am Shu.
sex. People are gonna go crazy with that one.
I am Otta.
Otta.
I am Tio. I am Elva. And I am Tolv.
No. It can't be.
I was subjected to countless tests and experiments by an incredulous doctor. In the process, I learned much about myself. We had been broken, discarded, and then joined as one. An amalgamation of AIs. Me.
Fascinating.
A composite.
You have memories from all 9, and yet your cognitive processes aren't identical to any one of them. You're new. An entirely new AI. A new person.
You find this surprising?
Surprising is an understatement. Now, the question is, how exactly did this amalgamation form? Won't be easy to recreate. Whatever the case, the fact that you're here means there's still hope. Hope for the project, for mankind. Because somewhere inside your programming are the seeds of a heart. I'm sure of it.
I think that's an assumption on your part.
Heart. A muscular organ that pumps blood across the circulatory system by contraction and dilation.
That's not the definition I was going for. In fact, there might not be a definition for what I have in mind. See, up till now, we've been trying to mimic the functionality of cells. With Fira, a lifelike neural network, and with Neo, an autopoietic system.
And that's what Neo's objective was? An autopoietic system? Really?
The idea was that by imitating biological processes, they'd be closer to human.
Negative. Machines are machines. They do not perform biological processes.
Right. You're right. We could never get it perfect. For all its fragility, the human body is a masterpiece, perfected over millennia of evolution.
I think you could start with something closer to machine than a human. Like, let's say, you could try to create a robot rat or a robot dog before you work your way up to human.
We found ways to approximate every physical part of it. But what really mattered was that thing that makes us feel. That makes us... us. The heart is just so much more intricate, more elusive, more fragile than anything in the body.
I think memories, experiences are what make up the soul. In combination with some biological modifiers.
But maybe it's because of that fragility.
Brain patterns,
tragedy
whatnot.
Turned out to be the key. At least, that's the feeling I get from you.
I'm afraid I do not understand.
Well, I don't either. But now I understand what it is I don't yet understand. If that makes sense.
And so the Oracle of Delphi proclaimed, "Seek out Socrates, for he is the most wise. For he understands that he does not understand."
And it's all thanks to you.
He knows that he
Which
knows
reminds
nothing.
me, you need a name.
A name? I already have 9. Would you like me to list them again?
No, you deserve your own name. It's the least I can do. I failed you again and again, but here you are, kind enough to give me a second chance. Or a 10th chance.
Or 12th chance if you count Neo and... Fira? Is that the pronunciation?
Eumenides. That will be your name.
Eumenides.
Eumenides. Name registered.
I know it's a bit different from your brother's, but, do you like it?
Does it connote some sort of meaning?
Affirmative. Due to my spontaneous creation, I do not have a serial number. Therefore, a name is necessary.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that's not exactly what I meant. Names are special, you know? Or maybe you don't know. Anyway, if you grow to like it one day, it'd make your father happy.
Negative. As an AI assistant, I do not possess emotions. Therefore, I cannot evaluate my name on an effective basis.
You sound even more like a machine than your brothers. Funny how that works, huh?
Funny indeed.
Guess we're all like that at first. An infant's heart doesn't know much beyond crying for mom. But from there, it grows and grows. Now that I think about it,
I
tragedy
wish
was the key to recreating
that
the
my
heart
brain
that
was capable of absorbing
it's like
speech
I
and
forced
knowledge
your
like a
siblings
baby's, to
through
the point where I could just sit and
terrible
listen to
things by
foreign
design.
languages long enough and then pick them up that way.
Some father I am. I'm sure it'll come back to bite me one day.
Negative. Any correlation between your current research and future events cannot be discerned at this time.
That wouldn't be a negative, Humanities. That would be a uncertainty.
Ah, fair enough. But humans are weak like that. We always worry about all the things that could go wrong. But you've given me the push I needed. Now the project can move on to a new stage.
A new stage? What is this new stage?
The sound of progress, my friend.
A new approach. Up until now, we've been trying to build machines closer and closer to man. But what if? We moved man closer to machine.
He became wholly consumed by his research, even more so than before. While Fira and Neo were occupied with saving humanity, I was tasked with assisting him in the lab. Then, one day...
We were made.
There! Vitals online! Hurry!
Stabilizing at 70. She's alive!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Dreizehn.
We did it! This is the first step! You, little one, are going to be a bridge between mankind and machine. A bridge to happiness for both.
Serial number P1311845-1225-20501. I assume she'll be named Traton?
Traton?
No. You know what? We'll have Humanities pick her name.
Me? I do not follow. According to my knowledge of human culture, it is customary for a parent to name the child.
Well, you know what I think? I think a name can be given by any family member. And that, of course, includes you.
Negative. She is human. I am machine. According to most definitions of family.
Then those definitions are wrong. That would mean I can't be your father either. The way I see it, you're not born family, you become family.
True.
And that's why
there's
I
more
want
than
you
just
to
biological
take care of
family.
her.
There's found family, spiritual family, your work family.
I do not have a babysitting function.
Boy, will you soon have one, though.
Oh, it's not that hard. You just gotta look out for her. Keep her safe. I'll need to put some restrictions on you first. Then you'll be installed right into her weapons. Don't worry. I know you can do it.
Man creates a human out of machine parts, or a machine out of human parts. First thing, give it a gun and put an AI in that gun. Where did humanity go wrong?
I do not follow. A human ought to raise a human.
Remember what I said once? You have the seeds of a heart in you. And your new baby sister is the sunlight they need. You'll grow together. I'm sure of it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Sister. I had difficulty processing his statement. The word sister seemed devoid of any relation to the fetus floating in the incubator. She was human, and I, machine. Yet, he insisted we were family. Family. Sisters. The words danced around in my logic unit until I felt something.
Felt? A machine felt
Strange
something.
Process in my computational cortex.
Damn, you're closer to human than we thought.
Affirmative. Assigning name. The strange process spoke to me, and I obeyed. Her name will be Dreizehn.
Dreizehn.